From Las Vegas, Sandy Kastel and friends.
Let's bring on the host. Here is Sandy Kastel.
Good morning and welcome to the Sandy Kastel and Friends Variety Show with Chef Michael this Wednesday, yes, July 16th on KLAV, 12:30 a.m. You know, my guests today are, let's see if everybody's here, Peter Pavone.
Oh, yeah, Pete.
Yeah, baby.
Miss Marilyn B.
Caledonia.
We've got Jack Wood. Check in, Jack.
Hello.
And we have Mark Love.
How you doing?
How you doing? And also we have Don Usherson.
Yeah,
Hi, Don.
Donny boy, if I was a rich man.
And of course we have John Stewart.
Morning, Sandy.
Good morning.
Good morning.
And the inimitable Chef Michael.
I feel like the Johnny Carson show. Why do you got to do it? I'm looking at Jack Wood. You got to be the nicest guy. Listen, everybody. Tonight's the big night. For some reason, at the West Wing, you can't get a seat Wednesdays and Fridays.
That's a good thing.
Saturday, you throw a bowling ball down there. But guess what?
Hey, no,
wait a minute. No, hold it. Not bad no, it wasn't bad. But Marilyn, Caledonia, I call her Caledonia because I love that song. And she goes, Caledonia, what makes your big head so hot? Ow! And I just love, and that's why we booked her. And everybody's coming out to see because I'll be there. I'll be there supporting you.
Well, I would hope you're going to be there. You're going to be cooking. Too.
Is there anything else you want me to do? Rub your feet?
Yeah, I would play the drums.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Joey Vesper's not here today.
Do a little jig for us.
Yeah, but we got Steve Johnson. And I'm telling you something. Tonight is going to be a spectacular, incredible night. Ladies and gentlemen, listen to me carefully. I'm going to say something.
Okay.
The Tap House, Sienna's Deli, where else?
Bootlegger.
The Bootlegger, the dispensary. Give me another joint. The Italian American Club. They're great. They're wonderful people. But I'm gonna go out on a limb. You can't beat the cooking at what we do there because when I cook it's the last place you can get real Italian home cooked food. I'm being dead serious because if you don't like it, you don't pay for it. That's how I work it. You don't eat it, you don't buy it. I'm funny that way. You can't beat my prices. The entertainment, and they're all great, don't get me wrong. They got great entertainment there. We got the best because I pay for the best. And I'm telling you, it is excellent entertainment. I know Jack Wood's singing tonight.
Yep.
That's right.
Peter Pavone's going to be performing Friday night. Okay? It's going to be great. What's that kid's name over here? The violin girls.
The Sirens.
The Sirens coming.
Strings.
So,
yeah,
you know
they're
what's funny?
Come tonight
you come
too.
to the West Wing, you sit down. The most expensive thing on my menu, $17.95. It's the chicken Marcello, the chicken Neapolitan. And let me tell you something. I give you a dish of macaroni. All right, you sit down, you eat. You're full when you walk out. I don't give you a flower arrangement. I give you something to eat.
All right. For those of us who don't understand about the macaroni, it's also pasta.
Pasta.
You know, we call it pasta here. You know,
pasta
on the
grasso.
West Coast. You know, but macaroni back in the East Coast, right?
I have a question. Are the siren strings, are they Japanese?
Yes, they are.
No, they are not.
Oh,
they are not.
So sorry.
So sorry.
Anyway, you know, today is my golf day. That's why I'm dressed up in my golf attire.
And I got to go to work and bust my hump.
Well, somebody has to work and make a living. Anyway, so I'm going to be playing golf over at the Canyon Gate Country Club. And I have to give them a plug because they have an absolutely beautiful golf course. And I'm going to be playing with Lisa Grosso today. Now, the reason we can't play with Cindy Davis today is because she's out taking care of all the plans that they're making for their wedding of their daughter.
Oh, how exciting.
Yes.
I got a toaster in my car for the daughter. Because that's what I got when I got married, Jack. Toasters.
Remember
them days?
Lots of toasters.
Everybody they were like $6. Everybody bought you a toaster them days.
Well, anyway, I just want to invite everybody to come out. Everybody. And no, I'm talking about girls. If you want to join me with my Staying Fit and Fabulous Forever program, one of the things I do is play golf. Now, you might think that, well, playing golf isn't that much exercise. But it is. It really is, especially if you're walking the course. Of course, they don't always let us do that. But that's one of the things I do. So Wednesdays, we always go out about 10:30. And if you want to be on our team, you can give me a call or give Canyon Gate Country Club a call and just tell them you want to be on Sandy Kastel's team with Lisa Grosso and normally Cindy Davis.
Yeah, so if you're a snob, just pick up a phone and call. No, I'm only teasing. They got a bunch of people.
Pick up
we
the
are
phone.
not. We are not
No,
snobs.
I'm having fun. I'm just teasing. Listen, I want to give a condolence we found out the day before yesterday that Garnick from the West Wing, which is Amy's husband, he passed away.
Yes, I know.
And our condolences, and they were partners with us, and we're very, very sad. He was a great man. He was very well loved by many, many people.
Yes.
So, our condolences to the family. And we want you to know, Amy, we're going to do everything in our power to keep the doors of the West Wing open and keep that thing alive and his dream alive.
That's right.
And may you rest in peace, Garnick, because I had the pleasure of knowing the man. And what are you going to do? What could you say? There's a lot of great... We're here for just a short time. That's why I say live and love, and because you don't know what tomorrow brings you.
That's right. And they had a wonderful Mediterranean restaurant before
Yes,
that. They had it on about 8 years on the other side of town, on the east side of town. And then they brought it over to the west side. And just in March, they had changed it over to the West Wing Cigar Lounge. So, we are continuing the tradition with Amy.
Right.
And we're so excited because we do have a lot of great entertainers that are there to support us. And she has a lot of loved ones around her that are supporting her at this time and her family. And yes, we do want to send out our wishes and prayers for them as they're going through this challenging time for them. So, if you're also I just want to say to everybody out there, if they're also interested in being part of the Staying Fit and Fabulous program, please contact me at 702-348-5707. That's 348-5707, or email me at sandykastel@gmail.com. That's sandykastel@gmail.com. If you want to sign up for the Staying Fit and Fabulous Forever program, which includes going to dance classes, going to Pilates, going to the Las Vegas Athletic Club to work out, and of course golf at Canyon Gate Country Club.
Yeah.
Okay, so give us a call. Also, we're going to be exploring fashion, beauty, and health tips with local experts who can help you achieve your goals. So sign up today. And in fact, we have a big event coming up this Saturday at the West Wing Cigar Lounge, which is the WEMA event, which is our WEMA luncheon that we do every month. And we've got a lot of fabulous performers from UNLV. The Jazz Quartet is going to be out there. And we're doing a fashion show with the White House Black Market. And Chef Michael, of course, is going to be creating his fabulous Southern Italian, South Philadelphia Italian dishes.
You're making collard greens parmesan and you say Southern.
That's right. And tickets are only $25, and all the proceeds go to the WEMA Scholarship Fund. And our beneficiary this month is going to be the UNLV Jazz Program.
Yes, I'm excited.
So the luncheon is from 1 to 3 p.m. at the West Wing Cigar Lounge at 4255 Durango, just south of Flamingo. You can RSVP at rsvp.wema@gmail.com, or you can call the restaurant 901-4222. That's 901-4222 to make reservations, and we'll see you this Saturday.
Well, what we're doing, Sandy, we're doing like what Vegas used to be, a dinner show.
That's right.
Which there's not that many places left anymore. I mean, there's places where you can go and you hear a band. You sit down, you got one guy singing for for 4 hours. What we do is different. That's why Wednesday, Jack, is so exciting for us, because there's such a plethora of entertainers, and we have an opportunity, especially with the Chad Michaels. It's a quartet, because you got Steve Johnson on sax, who is the ultimate saxophone player, who's great. He's like Steve Ponkart. There's only a handful of guys that are great anymore. He's one of them. Chad Michaels, closest thing to Oscar Peterson in the world. My good buddy and Goomba Joey Vespi, who's the best. And Nasi Spider, I can't mention his name because he owes money to the IRS.
On bass.
So on bass, who's absolutely terrific. So it's a lot of fun, and it's very, very enjoyable. Stop putting your fingers up, kid, to me. So we're having a lot of fun. Anyway, back to Sandy Kastel.
Well, not only that, but the West Wing Cigar Lounge is the only place on the West Coast where you can dine, smoke, and enjoy entertainment all under one roof. Did you know that, Michael?
Yes, I think we should go topless waitresses. We're really packed.
No. None of that. Unless they're boys.
Oh, yeah, Caldonians.
Unless they're guys, of course. Now, we have some wonderful guests here today, but Chef Michael, we always start off with one of your recipes, and you have 30 seconds to give us one of yours.
Well, you boil water, you throw an egg in it, and that's how you make it. Thank you. Hey, these kids learning. Kids learning. So many. I got a million recipes. I want to thank. Who's the girl that does my Facebook?
Diane Fox.
Diane Fox. Yeah. I gave her my cookbook. She's going to put it on there. She said, "You want to sell it?" I said, "No. Just put it on the thing. Let these people enjoy themselves." And there's so many different recipes that you have. But I'm going to give you a recipe for my Uncle Dom's roast pork.
Okay, 29 seconds.
Okay, you go to Smith's Food King naturally, because they're They're our major sponsor. We love Smith's. I love Smith's. And you buy shoulder pork. It's really not an expensive piece of meat. It's about $8, $9. You can get like a 7-8 pound roast. Okay? You add chicken stock. You add a quart and a half of chicken stock. Okay? That's chicken bouillons, chicken juice. You add rosemary, garlic, parsley, black pepper. You cover it. You put it in the oven for 7 hours at 350. Ladies and Gentiles, monkeys and reptiles, listen to me carefully. That thing melts off the bone, and you never tasted a roast pork sandwich in your life. Like that Don's a Jew, and he said to me, I can't eat pork. But one thing about Jewish people, they know where to get good Chinese food at and suffering. I don't know, Don. But anyway.
I can chew and spit it out.
No. Anyway, the pork is delicious. That's the most easiest thing in the world. Sandy just went like this to me.
That's because if you're just tuning in now, you're listening to Sandy Kastel and Friends Variety Show with Chef Michael and Jon Stewart. And we're going to be right back after a message from our sponsors.
I might not be here if you don't call me. Lady, get out of the bath. You've been here for 3 months.
Radio show that's fun. This is Sandy Kastel and Friends. Here again, your host, Sandy Kastel.
Hi, and welcome back to the Sandy Kastel and Friends Variety Show with Chef Michael this Wednesday, July 16th on KLAV. You know, listeners, we want to invite you to call in 702-731-1230, 702-731-1230. I know we've got a lot of listeners out there, and we have some fabulous show tickets for you. If you call in now to get show tickets or to ask Chef Michael about one of his special recipes. And now we've got Jon Stewart, who's going to let us know a little bit about those shows and why they're all so special.
Well, we got some great shows over at Planet Hollywood back in the Miracle Mile Mall. Back there we have the Beatles, and it's a big show. It's got dancers, all the Beatles. It's got comedy. It's a great show with great costumes and everything. At the Saks Theater, we also have Mark Savard, the hypnotist, one of the funniest shows in the whole city, The Mentalist. And then we have Hitsville, the big Motown show, the Nathan Burton show. And then we have also over at the Quad, the Recycled Percussion, the Divas, which is a tremendous upscale female impersonator show. We have Jeff's Civilico, a comedy show. At the Westgate Resorts, which used to be the Hilton, Sandy, we have the Mosaic Group, which was 5 guys that do unbelievable a cappella. The Vegas Tenors, we have Trent Carlini, and then a big colossal show that won Show of the Year last year, Rock Vault. Boy, we are knocking them dead. Call in and get those tickets, free and discounted tickets, right here on Sandy Kastel and Chef Michael Show.
Great. Thank you so much, Jon Stewart. We've got a caller, William. Hi, William. How are you?
Good. How you doing?
Good. I guess you got to tell us which tickets you're going to want. But did you give the phone number to Ryan so we can give you a call back and find out which tickets you want?
Yeah, 702-764-29.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, we cut your phone number out. We don't want nobody to call you.
So, William?
Yes.
Tell us. Do you listen to the show all the time?
This is the first time listening, first time caller.
Great. So, what do you want to ask? Do you want to ask Chef Michael about anything?
Let's go with lasagna. Let's go for a good lasagna recipe. I got roommates. We're all craving pasta. Let's see what's going on.
Okay,
all right, what
cool.
you do, you go down aisle 9 in the frozen department at Smith's. And you grab that lasagna. It's delicious. You had to pick the most hardest thing to make, son. But it's really simple to make, honestly and truthfully. I'm going to tell you a quick story. I'm going to be very, very fast. A lot of people, it's hard to make sauce. I did this once before. We were in a pinch, okay? We had people coming over, and I spilled at my house the whole pot of sauce that it took me 8 hours to make.
It was kind of
messy. I ran to Smith's. I got Prego. No BS. What are you laughing about, Mark? Okay, I got Prego. You got the basic sauce. So what you do is you get the Prego and you cut it with water because it's too thick. Now you can doctor it up if you want, but I'm telling you something. Great base. It's a great pasta base. What you do is you put it on the bottom, then you boil your noodle. Now they also have lasagna noodles that you don't have to boil, which is easier. And what you do is you layer it, and then you put ricotta cheese, and you put your meat, and your parsley, and your Parmesan cheese, and you layer it. It's like a chocolate donut where you layer. You just layer till you come to the top, and you bake it in the oven. And there's all kind of lasagnas, but the sauce is really the key. But if you're not a good Italian cook and you don't know how to make sauce, listen to me. You can go to that store, and I'm telling you something, Paul Newman stuff, the ragu, the prey, it's great stuff. It's really great stuff. Now, me, I've been cooking for 50 years. It's different. But the average guy that don't know how to make Italian pasta sauce, you go there, your family would love it, and you would say, oh, my God, where the hell did you learn to make this? Because you got to remember, it's a combination of everything. It's the cheese, it's the ricotta cheese, ricotta cheese that you mix with the Parmesan cheese with parsley, and that's your ground meat is separate. You have to do that separately, and then you crush it up, and then you layer it. And that's how you make lasagna. It's really, really simple.
So what do you think, William?
That's what I was asking for, like a simple recipe, just something really good to get my roommates all full and happy.
Okay, I'm going to give you another one. It's real quick. Then forget about the lasagna because you'll be there for 300 years. You make a pasta marinara sauce. You get oil, you get garlic, you get onion. You saute it, okay, in olive oil. Then you add 2 cans of the crushed tomatoes.
Crushed tomatoes.
2 cans of crushed tomatoes, not the puree, the crushed tomatoes. It takes 15 minutes to make this sauce. And your spices are salt, pepper, parsley, granulated garlic, okay, and oregano. Oregano. That is your major spice in that. And you get yourself a couple pounds of pasta and pour that over there. It's a pasta marinara sauce. It's 15 minutes to make. It comes out delicious.
So what do you think, William? You got some things to work with?
That's a good recipe, because I got this Italian girl that I'm really trying to impress.
Be careful, pal, because once they have one kid, they grow a mustache.
Hey, listen, William, thank you for calling in, and we'll give you a call back and find out which show tickets you would like, okay?
Thank you, my friend.
All right.
Thank you so
Will.
much.
I'm only teasing about the Italian girl, but my sister has a mustache you wouldn't believe. See, I make fun of my own people. Don says, I'm glad, because you're always dissing on the Jews, but I'm glad you threw a couple zingers for your own kind.
Well, listen, Michael, we've got a lot of great entertainers here, and I want to make sure that we listen to some of their songs, too, because I know we've got Jack Wood sitting right here next to me. And, Jack, you drove out from Los Angeles yesterday?
Actually, from Salt Lake City.
Oh, I'm sorry, you went down from Salt Lake City because you're working on the editing of that show that you did.
Video Sinatra show that we did, yeah.
That's right. And also, you just told me that that show got picked up at the Venetian with Bob Anderson and Vinnie Falcone, and it's going to start in January. Isn't that exciting? Because I know they put a lot of money into that show. That was a fabulous show that they did.
Show, yeah.
But also, you did the same show up at BYU.
Right.
With, what'd you say, 1,400?
No, it was a 66-piece orchestra.
No, people that came in the audience.
1,400 seats. Yeah, it was a sellout, 1,400 seats.
Yeah, you sold it out, and you had a 66-piece orchestra. Oh, my gosh, and you got to do that whole book of material.
19 tunes.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, so now you're editing it, and then what's the process after this?
Well, as soon as we edit, we're going to cut it down to a promo video about maybe 10 to 15 minutes, and then we'll take it to some universities. Actually, Southern Utah University in Cedar City is looking at it right now.
Oh, good.
That's only 2.5 hours away from here.
So is the idea that you come in with the charts, you and Vinny come in with the charts, and then you do the performing there?
Yeah, it's a clinic for 4 days with the student musicians, and then on the last day is a concert.
Oh, I love that idea. That's a great idea.
I can't wait to go.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, can we do it at UNLV?
Well, I'd love to. If it's up to Vinny, he's in charge. He owns the thing, so
I'll make him an offer he can't refuse.
Yeah.
Okay.
Trust me.
I'd love to see it here. I'd love to do it.
You know
here.
what? We could talk to David Love, like maybe Loeb. Is it Loeb? Sorry, I think I got that wrong. But Dick from
Contino.
UNLV. No, from UNLV.
I haven't seen him in a long time.
As a matter of fact, we've got them, coming this Saturday, the jazz quartet. Maybe we could talk to them and see about getting that done over there with Vinny.
You're right.
I had an undertaker business. We were in an undertaker business, and my father's slogan was, "We're the last people to let you down." I'm serious.
Well, listen, I think we have a song. It's number 3 on your CD that Ryan is going to play for us right now.
Sick.
Yeah, this is with Doug McDonald, who I'm going to be seeing tonight.
Okay, boys.
Great guitarist.
Oh, that's Doug McDonald.
And he's going to be on your show tomorrow.
That's right. He's playing over at the dispensary tonight, I think,
That's right, 9 to 12.
Okay, great.
Love the shining sea. She gathered seashells there for me. Her hands, her soft brown hands. And then she kissed my lips. touched them with her fingertips, her hands, her gentle hand.
That is beautiful.
That's great.
Well, and that's off your CD that's called...
It's called "Come to Me," and so I did it with Doug McDonald, who'll be here tomorrow.
Oh, that's great.
And he's on that.
Now, how long have you been working with Doug?
20 years.
Oh my gosh.
Long time. He used to work with Buddy Greco a lot too.
Oh, good.
Also
yeah,
Patty Page.
And we did a lot of things with Buddy. He did some charts for me too.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
And Michael, you
Buddy
worked with
gave me the
Buddy,
greatest gift at my 44th birthday. I was 44 years old. Buddy gave me the arrangement. My ex-wife, God knows what, she must have burned it using it for firewood because I never got it. He gave me his arrangement of That's Why the Lady.
Oh, yeah. Big hit for him.
And I was a gift. He gave me his arrangement with the full arrangement, and I had a china closet, and I put that with me, a picture of me and him. Never got it back. But anyway, it was a blessing, and I hope this. I haven't seen Buddy in, Jesus, it's got to be 20 years.
He's in the UK now.
Yeah. Oh,
I know, a little far away.
Where's he at?
Well, thank you so
England.
much, Jack, for coming on the show again.
thank you.
And it's always good to have you here. And I'm looking forward to hearing you sing again tonight.
Yeah, Jack.
I'll be there.
And hearing
Looking
more
forward to it.
about what you're going to be doing at the colleges around the country with this new program, with Vinnie Falcone and everything.
Sure.
Okay, and then also we have Ms. Marilyn B. Hey, Ms. Marilyn B., how are you today?
I'm fine, Miss Sandy Kastel. How are you?
Good.
Wonderful.
So you are going to be treating us this Saturday to a fabulous show with your band.
With my own 5-piece band.
I know. So
Yeah.
tell us about the guys in the band.
Well, my musical director, Mr. E.B. Gerhardt, he's out from Alaska. And he's been living in Las Vegas for the last 12 years. I have his name is Mr. E.B. Gerhardt. I have Mr. Rocky Peoples. Mr. Rocky Peoples has actually played with Grand Central Station and Larry Graham, and he received a gold record.
Oh my God!
For that, and then I have Mr. Millard Jackson. He's been the musical director for The Taste of Honey.
Yes, that's
before. He's great.
Yes, he's great. Yes, and he did. If you don't know Taste of Honey, the ones that recorded Boogie Oogie Oogie, and then he also worked for years and years and years with Mr. Solomon Burke.
Yeah.
So I have a really, 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 really good band.
And that whole band's going down at the
West Wing Cigar
West Wing.
this Saturday.
See, we got the best. You understand?
And we're going to be doing some of everything from classic rock to Merle Haggard to Sam Cooke and your song Caledonia.
Caledonia.
What makes my big head so hot?
So Ms. Marilyn B., did you bring a CD today? Or?
I did.
Did? Okay, what do you got on there for us to hear? A little sample.
This is Nora Jones, something I recorded back in Chicago.
Okay.
I think back in 2009.
Okay. Good. Well, I see John Stiles, our cameraman, is really excited about this Nora Jones tune. So, and also Ryan, you're excited about it too, aren't you, Silva? Here is Miss Marilyn B. Ms. Marilyn B.
She's free and single, folks.
Waited till I saw the sign. Don't know why it didn't come. Left to buy a house of fun. I don't know why it didn't come. Don't know why it didn't come. When I saw the break of day, wish that I could fly away. Instead of kneeling in the sand, catching teardrops in my hand. See, my heart is so drenched in wine. Boy, it's always
That is Ms. Marilyn B., who's going to be at the West Wing Cigar Lounge this Saturday night at 8 p.m. This is the Sandy Kastel and Friends Variety Show with Chef Michael, and we'll be right back after a message from our sponsors.
Yeah, I love our sponsors. I love them all.
With a smile. This is Sandy Kastel and Friends. Now, let's bring back the host. Here is Sandy Kastel.
I'm a wayward soul coming home. Something so sweet at the end of the road. Yes, I'm a wayward soul coming home. Some people got money, some people got fame. All I have is confusion, calling out my name. Just a wayward soul, another direction. Don't have to be alone. I'm just a wayward soul coming home.
Hi, and welcome back to the Sandy Kastel and Friends Variety Show with Chef Michael. That is a Brenda Russell song that she wrote and recorded with me. It's Brenda Russell. Oh my gosh, she's amazing. And we did that in Los Angeles, and that's on my new CD, Indiana Rain, which is going to be coming out soon, right, Michael?
Yes, tomorrow morning at 4:30 in the morning. You know, I was thinking of something. I think I need to do a CD, come out of the woodwork after 30 years and sing.
Well, you have a 45.
That's right. Well, that's okay. You keep it.
78 too.
And a 78. And I was thinking of coming out, but doing a live recording at the, listen to me, at the West Wing, having Peter Pavone, having all my friends, Peter Pavone, David DeCosta,
Rick Michaels,
Caldonia. I mean, I keep on calling her Caldonia.
Ms. Marilyn B.
Miss Marilyn B.
Mark
I mean, my
Love.
friends, people.
Don't
you know
forget
what I mean?
Mark Love. He's sitting right here. You know,
Big Mark Love. You know, but live, like when Sinatra did that thing live at the Sands with Basie. Now that's something that I would love, and that's the Jack. You know, you get out there, and it would be a collage of all of us live at the West Wing. You know, a live CD. What do you think about that? Wouldn't that be nice?
I'll be there. I'd love it. Yeah.
What are you thinking? Duets with Chef Michael?
No, I don't do duets. I'm not Stephen Eady. No, but I'm serious. Wouldn't that be wild? I mean, to have something like that and just bring in, 8, 9 people, but live.
Well, yeah, but we could do a series. As a matter of fact, I have been working on this thing called Jazz and Cocktails, and it's a series of songs with different performers and different bands in different cities. And this could be live from the West Wing, and it could be Jazz and Cocktails with all of our favorite.
I love that. It would be.
Singers, yeah.
Would you? Well, no, it's Kastel. Kid, I got to go home with this girl. Please, you don't know what she puts me through. Listen to me.
Chef
you know who
Michael
just
and
came
friends,
in?
I
You know who
think,
just came in? Who just came in?
Who?
My accountant.
His accountant. Beside that, I got a lot of Jewish friends. Gil Cohen, one of my best friends.
And he's not even wearing his yarmulke.
No, I'm not. Matt Brown, Don Usherson, but my favorite buddy of them all times, without further ado, this Jew bastard. I love him so much. I want you to say hello to Evan Davis. I love Evan Davis.
Evan Davis.
I love him, boy.
You never know who's going to show up
Wait,
here.
Evan, if you're going to talk, you have to
Come
get
on, step
the
up. Don't get too
microphone.
close. Don't get too close.
Not
Get
too close. You have 2 inches.
I'm too
2
hot.
inches away
2 inches.
from the, yeah.
That's about the size of it. Okay.
Yeah, well, whatever.
No, I was just driving around in my convertible listening to Sandy Kastel and Friends with Chef Michael. And I said, wouldn't it be great if your audience would never know who's going to stop in and say hi? And
just like
that.
just like the
show.
Just like that.
Yeah,
And this way they can know what's going on also at the West Wing Cigar Lounge anytime. They could just check out
the David Letterman show.
Check out my site.
Yeah.
But they got to piss by
You know what? You do look windblown, I have to admit. Your face is a little red and flushed.
It is. It's
from
great.
The wind and from
It's
the
great.
sun.
Well, I was just.
Well, thank you, Evan, for joining us, and we hope you hang around.
Yeah, I'll be around for a little while. There's donuts out there.
There's bagels too.
And we have a caller on the phone.
Right.
Who's our caller now? Cynthia. Hi, Cynthia. How are you?
Hi, Sandy. It's good to hear your voice, and it's nice to talk to you. I'm definitely calling to support my friend Peter. Peter, how's it going?
Oh, hey, Cynthia. How are you, sweetheart?
I'm awake, and this is early for me, but I had to call and say hello.
Oh, my sweetheart Cynthia Hammond's Las Vegas resident. She was former DJ on KSDS San Diego.
Well, she's also a former WEMA member, and we've got to get you back, Cynthia. Where have you been hiding?
I have been nestled in the arms of my grandchildren.
I know.
And sometimes they will not let me go.
I know. In fact, she was over at the E String with us when we were performing performing with my big band, with my dad's big band, Dick Kastel, and you were there, and we were trying to get together get you on a jazz show to start.
Yeah. You know,
but
hey,
you had other things
always
to focus on, like your children, grandchildren.
Those grandchildren, they just wanted their grandma, and so I have given, but I never stop. But I still have that itch that I can only scratch. So, Sandy, I got your number, honey.
I got your number. Okay,
yes,
Cynthia. So listen, all right, so I'm going to give you a call back, and then we'll talk about getting you on here, okay?
Well,
Coming
that
and doing
sounds
some
good
little
to
spots
me.
with us.
Sounds good to me. I get a chance to talk to two of my favorite people that I met here in Las Vegas.
You know, you said about nuzzling with your grandchildren. It touched my heart because every time I nuzzle with my grandchildren, they pick my pocket.
Yeah, I didn't want to throw that in, but your grandparents, you know that's going to happen. They beg and whine, and then they look at you and you melt. What can you say?
Well, thank you so much, Cynthia, for calling in.
Thank you.
Okay, I appreciate it. And did you leave? Did you leave your phone number with Ryan?
Yes, Ryan has
great.
it.
All right,
So
in case
give me
it's
a call.
changed. Okay, great.
Okay?
Thank you so
Thank
much. See, isn't that funny? WEMA member, friend of Peter Pavone's. She was on radio for a long time, like 25 years or something like that down in San Diego.
Yeah.
And she had just moved to town, and her son was helping her out getting in the new apartment and everything.
Yeah.
And I guess since she brought your name up, Peter,
yes.
I guess we should talk about Friday night, because you're going to be performing at the West Wing Lounge,
Good, I won't be
Cigar
there.
Lounge, on Friday night, and bringing a lot of your friends.
Yeah. We're going to first time at the Cigar Lounge. I'm excited about it. And the food is good. The cocktails are great. Chef Michael called me and
he gets
said,
a kickback. You realize you get 10%. You got to throw under the table.
He gets food. He gets food.
He said, if you want to eat for the next 6 months, you better show up. Otherwise, you're on a diet.
So Peter, you've been in town, what, a couple of years?
3 years.
Yeah, not very long.
No.
And when you came to town, I guess you just started hanging out at all the different places where music was being played, started getting your name out there, started sitting in a lot.
Yeah, I showed up everywhere. In fact, Mark O'Toole says I show up for the opening of an envelope.
Well, you know, it's just a perfect example of how and what an artist has to do. If you go to a new town, it's up to you to get yourself out there. You can't just go sit in your apartment and say, somebody's going to discover me, somebody's going to discover me.
Right.
You have to get out, and you have to use your legs and get out there, perform, be seen, get stage time as often as you can.
Mm-hmm.
And also do social media, because I know you do a lot on Facebook.
Oh, yeah. I have like 8 Facebook pages, and I'm addicted, actually.
Oh, you have more than I do. I only have 5.
Yeah. Well, for all those characters that I do, you know.
And you do a lot of characters.
Yeah.
Abraham Lincoln, I've seen you as Abraham Lincoln doing Sinatra.
Sinatra, Johnny Cash, Dos Equis' Most Interesting Man, The Rat Pack, The
That's
Country
right.
Show, myself, you know, political pain in the butt.
Yeah.
But I don't do politics anymore. I quit. That's it.
Yeah.
No more
Well, you travel a
political
lot,
posts.
too, and you do a lot of out-of-town performances.
Yeah. I was in Japan and Italy and Australia and just going all over. And in fact, I'm actually looking for an executive producer for my new show.
What are you looking at me for, kid?
Don't even look at
because
him.
you got all the dough.
He doesn't
I know
have
that.
any time. Well, listen, Peter, I know you brought a CD of your music, and we've been listening to your CD also in our cars. And as a matter of fact, Ms. Marilyn B., Mark, if you guys want to give us your CD so we can listen to it in our car, that'd be great, because Jack Wood has already done that, and Peter Pavone has done that. And it's really nice because we get to drive around, and Evan, you know, it's nice to have other people's music in there so you can listen to their songs. What's the song we're going to be listening to
It's from
today?
the Rat Pack show, Get Me to the Church on Time.
My favorite song.
I know. I know. Michael loves singing along with you. Okay, this is Get Me to the Church on Time by Peter Pavone.
The bells are gonna chime. We'll have a whopper. Pull out the stopper. Get me to the church on time. I've got to get there in the morning, spruced up and looking in my prime. Girls, come and kiss me, say that you'll miss me. Get me to the church on time. If I am dancing, roll up the floor. If I am whistling, out the door. I'm getting married in the morning. Ding, ding, dong, they're gonna chime. Kick up a rumpus, don't lose your compass. Get me to the church, get me to that church. For Pete's sake, get me to the church on time.
Wow, thank you. That was Peter Pavone. And Peter, this is not there's another CD that you have. This CD that you just did here, you said you recorded that in an hour, and that was done with tracks that were already pre-recorded.
Yeah, it took us 120 minutes to do 12 songs.
Yeah, well, that's a different thing. Now, that's a certain kind of CD because that was a promotional CD.
Right.
That's not like a CD you're out there trying to sell that you went into a recording studio and spent a lot of money to record.
Oh, like my first one.
Like your first album. And your first album actually has some originals on it.
It does.
Yeah, and along with some standards.
Yeah, that was my CD one. I think there's I Learned to Wait is an original.
I'm sorry, we can't play that.
Yeah, okay.
Because we can't wait any longer. No.
And there's a couple of, there's swing and jump swing and Latin songs. And it's called Cool, Hot, and Swingin'. It's on iTunes and, Yahoo Music and Amazon Music.
Right. So where did you record that album?
In San Diego.
Yeah.
Yeah, I recorded it between 04 and 08. Took me 4 years.
And you said you did that. You produced it yourself.
Yep.
And you worked with a lot of different musicians, and you named some of the musicians that are very famous.
Peter Sprague on guitar, and half of was recorded at his studio in Encinitas, and then Shep Myers, the late Shep Myers, was my musical director on piano, and we had it's been so long since I've done it, I've forgotten who's on the deal, but we had a lot of the great San Diego jazz musicians on the
Well, it's good. I'm so glad you came on the show, and I'm excited about Friday night. Now, is there a website or Facebook that people can go find out? I know there is, but
my Facebook, Peter Pavone, or the peterpavone.net is my Facebook.
Okay.
And this week I'm doing 3 other gigs.
No, you can't tell them about those.
Okay.
No, go ahead. I'm just teasing.
Well, Wednesday and Thursday nights every week I do the El Cortez Lounge downtown, and then this Sunday I'll be at the Mandarin Oriental for their Jazz Sundays.
Oh, that's supposed to be a nice place. I haven't been there yet.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I hear it's a beautiful room.
Yeah, it's really probably for $18 for a Jack on the Rocks, it better be nice. Wow.
Well, at the West Wing Cigar Lounge on Friday night, you can hear Peter Pavone, and the drinks are not quite as expensive. They're more like $6
Chad
or
Michaels
$4.
Trio.
And the Chad Michaels Trio. So we're excited about having you on Friday night. Thank you so much for joining us here today on Sandy Kastel and Friends Variety Show.
My pleasure, sweetie.
And
love you guys.
If you guys are just tuning in now, you're listening to our show, of course, Sandy Kastel and Friends Variety Show on KLAV 1230 AM with Chef Michael. We're here Monday through Friday every week, and we've got Jon Stewart with us, and of course Chef Michael. We'll be right back after a message from our sponsors. Hi, and welcome back to the Sandy Kastel and Friends Variety Show with Chef Michael. Well, Chef Michael, we also have Mark Love with us today. Hi, Mark. How you doing?
I'm doing great. I really am.
Good,
Yes,
good.
nice to see you. You always look so
Hey, okay. Take it easy.
And you look good, too.
Take it easy.
He always looks sharp.
Take it easy.
I look very golfy today. I know I'm wearing my golf outfit. Anyway, but Mark, you sing around town, and I know you also believe in giving back to the community. You do a lot with the senior citizens organizations around town.
Right. Senior homes, memory care. I forgot to do one a couple months ago. But thought I'd just check in.
Setting in Alzheimer's.
Adult daycare and things like that.
Yeah.
I'm putting on a special show, Become Friends with Rich Little, because every Saturday pretty much I'm with Pia Zadora and Vinnie Falcone and all.
Uh-huh.
And Rich is actually going to do one of my shows. We're doing the 28th of August.
Oh.
And it's a place called Atria Seville, and there's 2 other Atrias, and they're going to bus them in for that. It's going to be a tremendous show. We're looking forward to that. He said he will do a couple others with me too. So
that's great.
they're so excited.
Put them on paper, kid. Make sure you put them on paper.
And Johnny and I are going to be doing something in a couple of weeks. Johnny Stewart. So I'm looking forward to that.
Johnny's got so many different projects in the works. I mean, you've always got something you're doing, Johnny. You're all juggling, and you've got all these different events you've got coming up. You've got 3 new hotels you're going to be working with. The Treasure Island, I understand. The
it's Circus and the Tropicana.
Oh my gosh, how do you do it?
Well, I'm just going to make sure that I gave them all your name and phone number, and that's all I had to do.
All right. Well, anyway, it's so good to have you here. And Mark, you've got a song on here for us to listen to?
Yeah, it's actually the only song I've actually consciously written.
Okay.
So.
And what is the song?
I'm Hungry for You.
My sweet reluctant angel.
My sweet reluctant angel. This is Mark
beautiful.
Love.
I love you, Mark.
My sweet, sweet, reluctant angel, please open your heart so you can see
that's a different side of you. I don't hear you sing that kind of style a lot when you're out performing. Mostly you're singing a variety of songs from different eras, and but it's nice to hear you do a little blues song.
Yeah. That was some of my spiritual enlightenment that's been happening since I've been here in Vegas.
That's
here
good.
Miss Marilyn B. was looking at you and
Vegas
saying,
Vortex.
"Oh yeah, he's not too bad for a white man."
So Mark, here he is, matchmaker. Okay.
Make me mine. Sing it, baby.
So Mark, you're on Facebook.
Yes, I am.
Is that where you promote most of the things that you do?
Actually, yes.
Yeah. Where can people find you?
Mark Love. That's Mark with a C. Love. It generally pops up. My last name is Chemery's. That's all three names on there. Plus, I got a couple hundred videos on YouTube, including a couple singing with blood, sweat, and tears.
Oh, good.
And there's a world-changing poem that I'm going to be recording in the near future. If you just go to YouTube, you go to Mark Love the Key.
The Key.
M-A-R-C, Mark Love the Key.
The Key.
And Mark is Polish.
That's true. And from Philadelphia.
Yeah, I had
Oh,
a
my
friend.
God.
I had a friend, Jimmy Katalski. You remind me of him. Jimmy died in Vietnam, and he wanted to learn Italian. I said, "How can I teach you Italian?" He said, "Look," I said, "It takes years." So I said, "Pizza, ravioli." I told him that kind of. Next morning, I see him. Marilyn B. gets all dressed up. He has a suit and tie. He walks into a store and he says, "I like to have a pound of salami, a slice of pizza, and 2 pepperonis to go." And the guy looked at him and says, "You're Polish, ain't you?" He says, "Yeah. How did you know?" He said, "Because you're in a hardware store."
Well, thank you so much, Mark, for being on the show. It's always
Thank
good
you.
to have
Always-
you here.
always my pleasure.
And looking forward to seeing you tonight. I hope you can join us tonight at the West Wing.
If I
Cigar
get
Lounge.
enough gas, I'll pour
get
it
the
up there.
gas money, kid. Come
Hey,
on down.
Hey, listen, Chef Michael, you got Don Usherson sitting right next to you. Don, get on in there.
Get in there, buddy, Don.
Don, Don, you're back on the show again. You were just on a couple days ago. I want to ask
I
you
don't even know how I got here.
What inspires you every morning to get up and come and listen to the Sandy Kastel and Friends show?
Well, I don't get inspired. My cat makes me get up.
She wakes you up?
She wakes me up.
Oh.
Yes. She goes on a banshee run just before it's time to eat. And
So we don't
jumps on
inspire
the
you,
bed,
Don.
runs
We
across
don't do nothing for you.
Just the kitty
Well, you
cat.
wake me up. She wakes me up.
She wakes you
I
up.
can't say it
You-
that way
no, you-
either. With you, I got to be careful
You
how I
better be
phrase it.
careful with me, pal.
I have to be careful.
Well,
how
I know,
phrase
Don,
it.
you're a really good friend of Jon Stewart's, and I know
Who?
that John
Who?
John
John who?
brought you on the show originally, and we've all become such close friends. It's good to have a good family here, and I just want to thank everybody for being on the show. Evan Davis is sitting back in the background. He has the Evan Davis Jazz blog.com. Is it evandavisjazz.com?
Yes, it is.
I know. I always want to add the blog in there.
And if you want to know what's going on at the West Wing Cigar Lounge,
yes,
just go into evandavisjazz.com and you'll see everything that's going on there. So.
And everything that's going on around town, including Viva Las Vegas Event Center.
Event
And I got to give them a
Center.
plug because Ron
okay.
Dakar, great guy, great shows, entertainment there every week, every day of the week. Thank you, everybody. We will see you again tomorrow, Thursday morning on KLAV. This is Sandy Kastel and Friends Variety Show with Chef Michael.
Come down to the West Wing tonight. I'll make you a meatball sandwich.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh.
She'd have a